People are at the heart of sustainable development. Being able to understand, recognize, and appreciate the value of biodiversity is an important step to inspire the work that is required to sustainably use and conserve these resources. Engaged dialogues during CBD COP13 showcased effective and sustainable approaches that have been rolled out in India over the last 3 years. India's coastlines stretch out over 7,000 kilometers, featuring spectacular and unique biodiversity. The sustainable use of these marine resources contributes to the well-being and stable livelihoods for coastal communities. Overexploitation, mechanized fishing, invasive species, climate change, and overpopulation pose serious threats.
India has its mega biodiversity status, and it also has 1.3 billion people. So you can imagine the kind of paradox we are working in. On one side, we need to protect, preserve, continue with our mega diverse status, and at the same time, we need to also find resources and subsistence for these people which are there. Urbanization along the coast of India, the shore development, and all the fragility of the habitat, the seagrass bed that I talked about, are getting affected because of this urbanization.
This project of ours has basically looked at the issue of building capacity to effectively manage. And when we try to build capacity, one thing which is critical is the information and resource material. People talk of Aichi biodiversity targets, people talk of the sustainable development goals. In India, we have also formulated our own national biodiversity target. But for a common man on the street, he needs to see the connect. Anybody who goes through this material knows that what aspect of these targets we are covering. The language is simple and the message is very effective.
Unless the people who are working at the ground level are knowing that what is to be done. Like we talk about ecosystem. When we talk about ecosystem, it is not clearly understood. But when we talk to them about in clear, simple language, perhaps they may be able to appreciate it.
The focus on empowering human development through training that embraces national standardization and local customization has provided positive results throughout India's coastal areas.
So in the human capacity development approach that we are taking in our GIZ project is that there are two elements to it. One is the effectiveness. So we want to ensure that the training measures receive their greatest impact at the ground level. Sustainability is very essential element for projects like us because we are time-bound projects. So we will end in 2017, for example. So for us, it is very important to partner with some existing training institutions to ensure that the time and investment we are putting in some effort is going to be sustained by these training institutions. We have this Indira Gandhi National Forest Academy in India, where we have the probationary officers. So we developed customized training solutions for them. We developed the training material, a learning journal, and we did the training of trainers for their faculty.
We have had several successful trainings. We started at the national level, and then now we are also doing the trainings at the state level. We did not create separate pockets for the new training courses in coastal and marine. Rather, we tried to understand the existing training system of the partner training institutions and which are the already ongoing courses and how biodiversity, coastal and marine biodiversity can be streamlined.
During this project in 4 states, we concentrated on government agencies and on the media, and this is the training program module which I released it today.
So the first training material that we are releasing, yes, this one. This is a training material for the media. Now, there is a second which is for the IFS officers. This training material focuses a lot on the global governance aspects and policy frameworks and financial aspects which are suitable for the policymakers.
India and Germany come together because they are very committed to their respective biodiversity and sharing it and helping to preserve global biodiversity. A core issue of cooperation in biodiversity definitely will be capacity building, because capacity building is the core of understanding, being able to communicate, being able to make things work and happen.
That is the beauty which gives me satisfaction that from this point on, we should be able to provide material and message for effective conservation.